In this busy world, there is a lot of noise, distractions, and worries. But one thing makes wise people different from others. They know how to think clearly. Imagine facing life's challenges without being clouded by fear, anger, or uncertainty. Imagine making decisions not based on impulse but on reason. This is not just a fantasy. This is the power of Stoicism. For many years, Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus learned how to think clearly. They trained themselves to stay calm in difficult times. They accepted uncertainty without fear. They made wise decisions instead of acting on emotions. Today, we will learn 5 important Stoic lessons. These lessons will help us think clearly, reduce anxiety, and make better decisions. So, if you want to live with more wisdom, inner peace, and resilience, stay with us until the end. This is Stoic Empire, and today we learn how to think like the greatest minds in history. Lesson 1. Control what you can. Ignore what you can't. One of the greatest obstacles to clear thinking is worrying about things outside our control. How often do we waste mental energy on things we can't change? The past, other people's opinions, the economy, the weather, these things are beyond us. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic teachers, gave us a simple yet powerful rule. Some things are up to us and some things are not. We should focus on things we can control. This includes our actions, our choices, and our thoughts. Practical application. 2 lists. Exercise. Take a piece of paper and draw 2 columns. On one side, write what you can control. On the other, write what you can't. Whenever anxiety strikes, shift your focus to the first column. Daily mental reminder. Every morning, remind yourself, I do not control the world. I only control myself. By practicing this, our mind stops running in circles and we start thinking with clarity. Lesson 2. Emotions are like wild horses. Tame them. When emotions take over, clear thinking vanishes. Fear, anger, and frustration make us impulsive and cloud our judgment. Seneca, the Roman Stoic, warned us about this. Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power.
But emotions are not our enemies. They are simply wild horses, strong, powerful, and untamed. If we let them control us, we crash. If we learn to guide them, they become our greatest allies. Practical application. Pause before reacting. When emotions rise, stop. Take a deep breath and count to 5 before responding. This simple pause can prevent a lifetime of regret. Name your emotions. Instead of saying, I am angry, say, I notice anger in me. This distances you from the emotion and prevents it from controlling you. Journaling for clarity. Write down your emotions before making a big decision. Seneca himself practiced this daily. When we tame our emotions, we unlock the power of reason and the ability to think with absolute clarity. Lesson 3. See events as they are, not as you fear them to be. Most of our suffering is not caused by reality, but by how we interpret reality. Marcus Aurelius was a wise king and philosopher. He wrote a simple but deep truth in his personal journal. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Our thoughts are like lenses. If we wear distorted lenses, the world appears terrifying, unfair, and hopeless. But if we see things as they are, without exaggeration or fear, we can think clearly. Practical application. Ask, what are the facts? Before reacting, strip away emotions and look at the facts. Is this problem really as bad as I think? Use negative visualization. Imagine the worst-case scenario and realize you could survive it. This removes fear and gives clarity. Practice mindful observation. Instead of judging, just observe. Instead of saying, this is unfair, say, this is happening. When we learn to see things as they are, not as we fear them to be, anxiety fades. and clarity takes its place. Lesson 4. Memento mori. Remember you will die? If you had 1 year left to live, would you waste it worrying about petty things? The Stoics constantly reflected on death, not to be morbid, but to wake up to life. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Marcus Aurelius. When we embrace memento mori, we gain a profound clarity. We stop wasting time on useless arguments, procrastination, and trivial worries. We focus on what truly matters. Practical application: the last day exercise. Every morning ask, if today were my last day, what would I focus on? Stop delaying life. Don't wait for the right time to pursue what matters. The right time is now. Be thankful every day. Show appreciation for your loved ones, your experiences, and your journey while you have the chance. When we remember that life is short, we see things differently. We start living with purpose, urgency, and a clear mind. Lesson 5. Simplicity is the key to a clear mind. Clarity comes from simplicity. A cluttered mind is like a cluttered room, messy, overwhelming, and confusing. The Stoics believed in mental and physical minimalism. They focused only on what mattered and eliminated the rest. Practical application: declutter your mind. Stop overthinking. Ask, does this thought help me? If not, let it go. Live with less. The less we own, the less we worry. Keep life simple. Prioritize what matters. Say no to distractions. Focus only on what brings value. Simplicity is freedom, and freedom is clarity. Conclusion: the path to mental clarity. Thinking clearly is an art. It takes practice, discipline, and a commitment to wisdom. These 5 Stoic lessons can help us stay calm, control our thoughts, and see life clearly without fear. So which lesson resonated with you the most? Comment below and let's discuss. If you like this, you might enjoy more wisdom from Stoic Empire. Subscribe to learn ideas that can change the way you think. Until next time, stay strong, stay wise, and keep thinking clearly.